Hey guys, you've reached Clever TV and I'm your host Dana Ward. Today we've got a really special guest in the studio. We're very excited. You know her from her days on Kyle XY as Amanda Bloom and most recently as the vampire Lucy in Twilight Saga's Eclipse. It's Kirsten Prout. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Well, thank you. We're so excited to have you. Really excited. So I want to start from the beginning. How did you first get into acting?
Well, I didn't really start conventionally. I started watching Disney movies, and I was a little girl. I was a little kid, and you know, I wanted to be a princess, and it just started off being like I want to play a character.
Are you talking about the cartoons?
The cartoons, honestly, yeah, honestly.
That's funny.
So I wanted to be, you know, in a Disney movie or, you know, play a character, and I played a lot of make-believe. I was kind of a lonely child, did a lot of, you know, stuff with my imagination. So eventually I figured out that I could make a career out of it. So I used to nag my mom. When I was 10 years old, she finally agreed. Let's get it out of our system. You know, like she'll probably just get rejected and get over it kind of thing. So I went and I actually did really well. And the more auditions I went to, the more I booked.
Oh, wow. So you were actually really lucky.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people don't have that luck from the beginning. They have to be persistent. And
yeah, well, the thing is, I actually went with the first agent that called me. My mom went to Yellow Pages. And
Yellow Pages?
Yeah, the Yellow Pages. And she looked at the first agent that she saw, and it happened to be, I now know, I'm still with him, very good agent in Vancouver. Wow. But at the time, I had no idea. So we went in, and my mom said, yeah, she does Taekwondo, and she dances, and, you know, she wants to be an actor. And we were like, hey, please. So finally, he just signed me on the spot, and I started going out to stuff and booking. And
do you remember your very first job?
Yes, I do. I did a commercial with Wayne Gretzky.
Oh,
and
wow.
I remember that was really funny. And the only reason I got that job was I did that one commercial, and that was the only commercial I'd ever done. Because I was a very intense little girl, and I didn't do a lot of the kind of giggle and the toy thing very well. I was wanting to do monologues, and I wanted to, you know, be characters.
Be a serious actor.
Exactly. I was so pretentious. I was just like, you know, Darren, I don't want to go out for these commercials anymore. I just really want to play with the character.
Oh my gosh.
But the only reason I got this job was because the little girl had a massive monologue that they gave all other little girls when they got to the audition, and I was sitting there 10 years old being like, yeah, and I read it and I memorized it. I went into it and I nailed it. Wow. And all the other, you know, everyone else is like crying. They're used to just saying, wow, this is neat. So I think that was the only reason I was hired. I had good memory. And so I went on the commercial and I was, you know, joking around with Wayne Gretzky and that kind of thing. And that was the first time I was like, wow, I'm really on a set. And my first brush with wardrobe and, you know, going through that whole thing when I was 10 years old. So.
And that was in Vancouver.
That was in Vancouver.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now when you're, you know, auditioning for a project or you're offered a role, does it really entice you if it shoots in Vancouver? Because, you know, Vancouver is like a big production spot.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful city as well. So yeah, it's definitely exciting when I see something filming in Vancouver. But I do love traveling. And, you know, I've spent a lot of time in South Africa, Italy, Greece. I've been all over the place. I love to travel, so when I see a project that's filming someplace new, I always jump at the chance. So a TV series, it was big for me in Vancouver though, because relocating, buying a house somewhere, and, you know, being on a TV show in a different place, it was very convenient going through high school, which I was when I was on Kyle, to actually be at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place that you've been to?
Italy.
Italy.
Hands down.
Now, is that for work or is that?
That's for me.
Okay, for you.
Yeah, I decided to go to Italy, and it was actually towards the end of the second season. My character in Kyle XY went to a piano conservatory, and little did everyone know that I was actually in Italy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I actually kind of extended my hiatus, and they let me for an episode. They're like, sure.
Nice.
Yeah, stay in Italy. So I went to Rome and the Amalfi Coast, which is beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Chernovia, all over the place. Umbria. Yeah, so honestly, one of my favorite places in the entire world. Good food, good people, just a relaxed lifestyle.
And you were saying earlier, before we got on, got rolling for the cameras, that your family is from South Africa?
Yeah, my
and
father's
kind of all over the place. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, my father's from South Africa, and all my family's back there on his side. So he's a neurologist, and he kind of came over into the country to the most desolate little spot because he had already studied at the University of Cape Town and everything, but all the Canadian doctors didn't want to go up into the boonies in Newfoundland, which is gray, foggy, cold, kind of miserable. So my dad comes in and meets my mom, who's from Newfoundland, and they moved to Manitoba and then eventually Vancouver. And then we all started traveling as a family. That was something very important at a very young age. I did a lot of traveling, so yeah, I'm from all over the place. Yeah.
And Kyle XY shot in Vancouver.
Yes, it did. I was very lucky.
Yeah, very lucky.
Yeah.
That's so neat. Was it strange at all to be shooting in your backyard, though?
Yeah, the studio was 5 minutes away from my house.
5 minutes?
Yeah. And so I would get in my car, drive to set every day. The man at the gate never recognized me. It was so weird. I swear to God, for the same 3 years, the guy sitting at the booth did not recognize me and said,
same man.
You know what?
Every
I think
day.
he recognized me. I think he was just messing with me. He said, what show are you on? And I looked at him like, what character do you play? What do you do? Are you an actress? And every single morning I had to, for 5 minutes, sit down with this guy and be like, yeah, I'm not a security threat. I'm not going to attack anyone.
And you were in the same car.
Yeah, it's the same
every
car,
day.
bright blue TT, hard to miss.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was weirder than shooting in my backyard, probably. No one recognizing me. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you found a lot of people now are recognizing you? With Eclipse being such a popular movie.
Eclipse hasn't even come out, as everyone knows, and I'm used to getting recognized as Amanda. When I'm down in the States, it was an American show, so back in Vancouver, I don't really get recognized that much. When I come down here, it's like, oh my God, and all I do is blush. Honestly, if anyone runs into me on the street, all I do is, yeah.
Do you get shy?
I get so shy.
Really?
I don't know what to say. What am I supposed to? Yep.
It's me.
Yeah, it's me. Like, no, what do you do, right? So I just kind of stand there and look really stupid and blush a lot and go, ah. But I'm so used to hearing Amanda or Abby or any other character name that's been popular. So Eclipse hasn't come out, and I was in the Gap, and this girl behind the counter goes, so and she just stops. She goes, Lucy. And I think to myself, okay, she's mistaken me as one of her friends or something, because it hasn't come out, and I'm not even thinking in Lucy terms. And my boyfriend said, are you seeing her from Kyle XY? And she goes, no, not Kyle XY. She looks at him like he's a total idiot and goes, Twilight, she's in Eclipse, she's Lucy. And it was so weird for me because I've never been recognized from something that hasn't even come out yet. So that was insane for me.
Talk about real fans.
Yeah,
for you,
that's
right?
fandom. I know there are websites dedicated to just making sure they know everything about every single person involved in the show.
I guess it's good that the web is out there for getting information, but it's a little creepy when it's so personal.
You see weird shrines, and I honestly,
Shrines?
yeah, no, I've had friends. You know what? People never send me nice stuff on the internet. They always send me the creepy stuff, and I have friends emailing me links to places that have my face on it, weird internet shrines of me, just pictures of me from every single project I've ever been in.
Wow.
And I'm like, why are you keeping pictures from when I was 11? In a Christmas movie. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it gets interesting.